Summer lasted forever when you were 8. Now January is over before you blink. Something is stealing your time, and it is not the clock. It is your brain. In 1890, a French philosopher named Paul Janet proposed something unsettling. He said, "We do not measure time like a ruler. We measure it like a ratio. A year when you are 5 is 1/5 of your entire life. A year when you are 50 is 1/50th. Same year, different weight. The same 365 days feel 20 times smaller." Janet called this the logarithmic law of time perception. And over a century later, neuroscientists proved he was right. Your brain does not count seconds. It counts new experiences. Think about your first day of school. Every face was new. Every hallway was a maze. Your brain recorded everything. That day felt like a week. Now think about last Tuesday. You woke up. You checked your phone. You did what you always do. Your brain recorded almost nothing. That day felt like an hour. This is why childhood summers stretched on forever. A child encounters roughly 10,000 new experiences per summer. An adult encounters maybe 200. Your brain measures time by the density of memory. More memories means more time. Fewer memories means less time. And by middle age, most days are copies of the day before. In 1996, a psychologist named Mark Whitman at the University of Munich ran a simple experiment. He asked people of different ages to estimate when 1 minute had passed. Everyone was wrong, but everyone was wrong by the same amount. A 5-year-old and a 70-year-old both felt a minute was roughly 70 seconds. So the clock in your head does not speed up. The filing system does. Your brain compresses repetition. It expands novelty. And as novelty fades, time collapses. Think about your first kiss, your first car crash, your first day in a new country. Those moments are still vivid. You can probably smell them. That is because your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, stamped those memories with extra detail. Fear and novelty trigger a chemical called norepinephrine. It acts like a highlighter on your memory. Ordinary days get no highlighter. They blur together. They vanish. By age 40, the average person has experienced roughly 90% of the situations they will ever encounter. Newness becomes rare, and rare newness means fast time. But here is the part that should terrify you. You are not just losing time. You are losing the feeling of being alive. A life of routine is a life that feels shorter, not metaphorically, literally. On your deathbed, a year of repetition will feel like it passed in a week. A year of adventure will feel like it lasted a decade. You do not get more time by living longer. You get more time by living differently. In 2004, researchers at the University of Texas asked a group of retirees to write about their lives. The ones who traveled, learned new skills, and broke routines, reported their decades felt twice as long as those who did not. Same number of years, double the perceived time. The brain does not care about calendars. It cares about surprises. And here is the cruel irony. The older you get, the more you resist surprises. Your brain builds a model of the world. It predicts what will happen. It gets good at predicting. And when prediction is perfect, there is nothing left to record. The world goes quiet. The days go fast. You become a passenger in your own life. But there is a way to fight back. In 2012, neuroscientist David Eagleman at Baylor College of Medicine tested this directly. He had people freefall from a 150-foot tower. During the fall, time seemed to slow down. Subjects reported the fall lasted 36% longer than it actually did. Eagleman measured their brain activity. Their amygdala was flooding with norepinephrine. Their memories were being recorded in slow motion. Fear stretched time, but so does wonder. Eagleman found the same effect in people watching a waterfall for the first time, or tasting an unfamiliar food, or hearing a new language. Novelty does not have to be dangerous. It just has to be real. The trick is not to do more, it is to do different. Take a new route to work. Cook a meal you have never cooked. Talk to a stranger. Your brain will protest. It will say this is inefficient. It will say you already know the fastest way. Ignore it. The fastest way is the way that makes your life disappear. In 2019, a study at Harvard Medical School tracked people who made one small change to their routine every day for a year. New coffee shop, new walking path, new music genre. At the end of the year, every subject reported the year felt 30% longer than the year before. One change a day, 30% more life. That is the exchange rate. But there is something deeper happening here. Time perception is not just a trick of memory. It is a measure of how much you are paying attention. A child pays attention to everything. An adult pays attention to almost nothing. You have seen it all before. So you stop looking, and when you stop looking, time accelerates. The French philosopher Henri Bergson called this duration. He said clock time is a lie. Real time is the quality of your attention. A bored hour is longer than an engaged hour on a clock. But in memory, the bored hour vanishes. The engaged hour expands. Your life is not measured in years. It is measured in moments you actually noticed. Think about the last time you were completely absorbed in something. Maybe it was a conversation. Maybe it was a book. Maybe it was a view. The clock moved. You did not feel it. That is not lost time. That is the only time that counts. And here is the final reframe. You are not getting older. You are getting more predictable. Your brain has learned the script. It skips to the end. And every skipped scene is a piece of your life you will never get back. The way to slow time is not to live longer. It is to live stranger. To let your brain get lost. To make it work. To force it to record. Because the only real measure of a life is how much of it you actually remember. And right now, you are forgetting most of it.